Join me. Let us go back to where it all began.
The name is hip hop. In '73 I was born. My block body started making noise in the Bronx. New York City, that's where I'm from. Came alive when the music on the block came on. Extended drum breaks is how it all begun. DJ Kool Herc switching back and forth between songs. Got the crowd hype, he made the place hop. That's the start of hip hop, how I came up. First called by that name in '74. DJ Starsky used it to refer to the culture. The B-boys, B-girls, dancers on the block. Head spinning and pop locking when the beat dropped. MCs on the microphones got your mind blown with lyrics so sick the doctors can't cure it. Beats so ill, gotta call the medic. DJs with skills so real, mix a track with truth in it. Started as a way for kids to pass the time. Couldn't get into disco, so they had to find another way to express themselves. Empty walls meant closed doors, they found something else. Ballet was breaking, DJs were musicians. Bill funds for singing lessons, started MCing. The message of the youth, Flash put it best. We matter, we stand for something. To the DJ that came up, I'm the spirit of the urban youth. The voice and mind of those who grew up poor in the city, inner city break. Spoke out for those in the slums, they had something to say. Helped them speak to their peers. I appeared for the youth that made something out of nothing. Gave them something to do. Kids needed to celebrate, created their own art. Expressing themselves, hip-hop comes from the heart. There was a great divide between kid and adult culture. That's why I started on street corners and rec centers. Kids in worn-out sneakers could kick it there. No need for fancy, hip-hop culture didn't care. Kids had their own parties with b-boy moves, while DJs on turntables played the beat smooth. A positive form of competitive energy compared to the gangs that ran the 60s. By the mid-70s, the gangs were fading, breaking it pop while hip-hop was brewing. History remembers the Bronx as a catastrophe. Hopeless landlords burnt down their own buildings. Unemployment everywhere, people waited in line just to get a job. Poverty was sky high, but the kids kicking it with me saw it way different. They invented masterpieces with their situation. I'm the spirit of the urban youth, the voice and mind of those who grew up poor in the city, inner city break. Spoke out for those in the slums, they had something to say. Helped them speak to their peers. I appeared for the youth that made something out of nothing. Gave them something to do. Kids needed to celebrate, created their own art. Expressing themselves, hip-hop comes from the heart. You don't know much about me, let me spit the facts straight. The term rap music was created in '78. Sugar Hill Gang had the first major success with the rap song. It was a hit in the US. '86. Rock music and I first collaborated thanks to Run DMC and Aerosmith. First Grammy Award for Best Rap Performance went to Will Smith, then known as the Fresh Prince. Hip-hop group Arrested Development was the first to win the Grammy for Best New Artist. Album of the Year was The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, the first rap album to win. '07, first rappers inducted into Rock and Roll's Hall of Fame, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. '18, I kept knocking down new doors. First rapper to win a Pulitzer, Kendrick Lamar.